Dear listener, welcome once again to our Hivisasa discussion. We've been taking you through a series of audio discussions where we discuss emerging issues. So this week we are talking about Uhuru Kenyatta's cancellation of his Angola trip, where he said he was not going to attend the event because of the terror attack in Mandera. But a segment of Kenyans are saying that cancellation of the trip was not genuine, that he had some other agenda to do behind the scenes. So, with me here are two panelists. They can introduce themselves and then we see how.
Thank you for this opportunity for having me today. My name is Hamisi Paul.
And I'm Enoch Nyariki, and I tend to think that although the media is saying that the president cancelled his trip to the South African country to condole with the Mandela attack victims, and of course we haven't heard him speak so much about that.
Uh-huh.
And as my colleague Juma said, many Kenyans, after realizing that today was his birthday, are beginning to feel like maybe cancel this thing to be a happy man to celebrate his turning of 55 years. Um, I don't know. What do you think about that? Do you think was he justified in doing that?
I
Was it
think
genuine?
I think the person was not being genuine in canceling that trip, because if you look at other world leaders, the other presidents, I'll give you an example of the Indonesian president. There was a time he was on holiday in some islands in the Caribbean, and his country was hit by floods. He had to cut short his holiday to go and condole with the people.
But now is it possible because a president condoling the victims does usually merit involves um, sending out a message, which he can do, and
Yeah.
then he can do that, and then he can go on with his business. It's not like going to spend many days doing that. So unless they were, you're talking about trying to restructure the security
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
organs. Maybe that's what they're not telling us. Maybe there's a lot he's doing.
For my part, I think, like I said from the beginning, the president is not being genuine in canceling that trip, because you have seen other terror attacks in the country, and he never put in the seriousness is purporting to put in right now. We had the Mandela bus attack, we had the Mandela quarry attack, and the president, what he did, he spoke after, I think, after a day or 2 days, and he never said that he's canceling his trips to condone those victims.
But I think I think the terror attacks and such things. These are things that revolve around intelligence, and we might not expect to see the president going there physically, but we know perhaps he's the commander in chief of the armed forces. So his presence, like there must be some orders, there must be some documents signed by him over some major decisions. So I think being in Nairobi doesn't mean that he's not doing anything. It means he could be doing something else underground. Remember, this is a matter of intelligence. Or what's your stance on that?
First of all, I think this is just a PR stunt, because you'll find that in Mandera, the same Mandera, it has been hit before, and if he was really working, signing those documents, intelligence documents, as you put it, he could have done that a long time earlier to prevent that attack. So he just putting that PR stunt to lie to us that he is working, which I highly doubt, because Mandela has been hit before, and it has been hit again.
So you are saying
I,
all these things are just PR stunts. Even whatever he's doing right now will never do anything. We shall keep being attacked.
I'm thinking he could actually be doing something,
Mhm.
but of course, this is a good excuse to send the deputy president to represent him in Angola.
Mhm.
Otherwise, Angola is not one of the major destinations you want to. I don't think it's on its bucket list. But
Mhm.
I'm looking at the complexity of issues. Like his birthday is today, and if he went, it was going to find him there, and then so it was a good maybe, and the complexity of issues of getting updates on the intelligence, what's happening, how safe is the country. So the sum of all these issues made him, and plus if you look at the attack in Mandela, that's a good excuse to
But
not go.
but you see, when the president is not around, his deputy is the second in command. Why could have we gone to Angola and leave the deputy to handle all these things?
But now you look at the two competing issues between
Uh-huh.
going to Angola and staying in the country to deal with security issues.
Uh-huh.
You look at those two. I think the Kenyan situation is weighs a lot more than
So, so,
the
so, so,
the
so
event.
as we wind up, you're trying to say that the president was justified. Actually, he had valid reasons to say to stay at home.
Yeah, he made some excuses, but they are understandable completely.
And my friend Amisi still says that
He was not being genuine in that. What you can do, we just time usually the answer. We just keep watch and see if there's going to be another attack. If there's another attack, then I'll come back and prove you wrong.
dear listener, so my panelists can't agree on that. You can also chip in with your contribution. You tell us whether you think the president was being genuine or not. Please log on to our Hivisasa account, www.facebook.com/hivisasa.com, for more of the discussion.